It's on the screen, but I don't know. We can't hear each other. I can't hear you. No, I still can't hear Martin. fast ball in. Should be a very intriguing second half, and we don't know what way it's really going to play out. Could be anybody's game. Stopping to roll lift it rather than jabbing and going low enough and then clearing the ball up the field.
moving out to the collision. A heavy collision. Roisin Ford tries to get the ball up, doesn't work out too well. Again, Knockananna holding the defence very firm. They're not giving away easy scores, not giving away silly frees either. There's still only 2 points in this game. It's 7 points to 9 as Rachel Byrne, the Knockananna team captain. She has 1 score in this game so far. That came from a free, lovely interception there by Byrne, but doesn't get the ball away too far. Again, Maynooth are fighting hard for it, trying to get the ball up into their possession. But that's Ciara Byrne is over there, the number 10 for Knockananna. Gets it at the second attempt, does a lovely pirouette, runs into trouble. Roisin Ford, good hook and harassing over there at the far side of the field. 2-3 Maynooth players over there. Referee Liz Dempsey has blown her whistle, and I suspect that she's going to throw the ball in. But nobody giving anything in this game, Paul. Everyone fighting hard for every ball and every bit of possession. Actually,
it's quite amazing. It's very few frees actually in the game itself. It's been fought very competitively, but very few frees. And what I have to say is that any frees that are being given by the teams in their forward line rather than in the backs. So what's happening is there's less pressure, but the backs on both sides are playing very well.
Well, we have a substitution coming in there for Maynooth, and that is the number 20. That's Sarah Rose Merrick, and she is replacing Aoife Lynch in the full forward line. Aoife played very well, won the penalty in the first half and got a little couple of flicks on, as well as here comes Maynooth going forward. Little pass in towards the newly brought in player. That was Sarah Rose. Referee is still keeping a close watch on things. Too many bodies around this time, and she's going to throw the ball in again, as there's a lot of bunching and a lot of rucks forming in this match, Paula.
Very, very much so. But that's showing the level of intensity. There's no quarter being given on either side at the moment.
I suppose this is what you call winter hurling.
Pure winter hurling, and it will come to a dogfight. Like, I mean, there's only 2 points in it.
That's all. 11 minutes gone, so plenty of time.
Anything can happen.
Well, we're just waiting. There's another Maynooth player getting a small bit of treatment in behind that group of players that's there. Match referee is getting ready to throw the ball in there between Emily Haddon and Roisin Ford. Ball is in, and it's kicked forward by Sarah Rose. Again, it comes out very quickly. Here's the newly brought in player there for Knockananna, and that is Ava Harmon, but she's blocked down over at the far side of the field. The referee has said that there's a free over there. I was waiting for the linesman to put up his flag, but there's none coming. But Liz Dempsey has indicated a free for a shoulder charge over the far side of the field, and Roisin Ford is going over to take this. And Paula, there's no wind as such as blowing straight across the field, but that hampers the free takers a small little bit.
Definitely, but I have to say Roisin has been going very well on the frees today, and I'd say she probably dropped this in around the house, and you wouldn't know what could happen. Maybe hope for a goal or maybe even another penalty.
Well, you never know. She did drop the last free in around the house as well. She's well over on the sideline, only about a metre in. It's going to go straight in around the house dangerously. Hurl is put up back there by Emer O'Sullivan. Ball is still in around the house. Jessie Byrne comes out, breaks free with it, kicks it forward. She does play a bit of football, I'd say. Gets the clearance away, but only out as far as the Maynooth players over here at the sideline, and that is Niamh Cran. Cran has an advantage coming here for a free. Referee says there's no advantage in crewing, and it will be a free into Maynooth, and the Knockananna players not happy with that decision, but referee Liz Dempsey was playing the advantage. She has a 5-second rule to give the players the advantage or pull back the free, and there was no advantage coming, so the free is going to be again to Roisin Ford, and she's coming out just shy of the 45 metre line here for another chance. And while the angle is slightly in her favour, as you can see there from the camera, Morris, our cameraman, doing a great job down here in front of us. Roisin Ford getting ready. Will she go for it? Oh, she skews it. She knew herself, Paul, the minute she hits it. No.
Didn't expect that. But I have to say, the referee has been consistent with the Garta. She has been blowing for the travelling and blowing for the no striking action, the hand pass. The whole
again, Knockananna taking a quick poke out. They're not hanging around. They're trying to get a couple of scores going here. Here goes the Knockananna midfield. That's the newly subbed there. That's Ava Harmon putting the ball in. Comes back here again to good block put down there over by the midfielder going forward. Here goes Niamh Hayes. Hayes with the ball on the stick. Hand passes it across to Aoife Murnane. Murnane misses the ball though. Doesn't get it. Hayes kicks it forward. There's Aoife Murnane. There's a bit of a slap going in there. Crowd looking for a free, but it breaks here to Roisin Ford. Ford going forward. Jessie Byrne sticking close to her. Emer O'Sullivan in there as well, but there's a foul, and Roisin Ford again is causing untold trouble for the Knockananna backs, Paula, and there will be a free into Maynooth, near enough to the sideline, and Roisin Ford is down on the ground again, and she's after having a lot of treatment lately. She's been knocked about a little bit here.
She's getting knocked about, but I think at times maybe it would be a better option just to let the ball in a bit quicker rather than taking it all on herself. And like, I mean, her work rate is phenomenal and she's doing a great job. But sometimes it's a case of picking your moments to do battle, because she's in a lot of wars at the moment. So we still have another 20 minutes to go in the match.
Yeah, we're only coming up towards the 15-minute mark, so we're almost halfway through this second half. Knockananna are the Junior B All-Ireland champions from 2021, coming up to play in the Junior A grade this year. They're going to need a couple of scores on the scoreboard if they are to win this junior title. Whoever wins today will go forward into the All-Ireland semi-final series. Don't forget, coming up at 2 o'clock we have the intermediate final between James Stevens of Kilkenny and Michael of Carlow. That's also going to be streamed live later on. So a great afternoon of camogie from Clane here in a bitterly cold venue, but at least, as we said earlier, it is nice and dry, and the pitch is holding up well, to be fair to it as well, after the torrential rain that we have had in the past week. Roisin just steadying herself a little bit, taking a breather, getting the wind back into her lungs, taking as much time as the referee will permit her to do. Only 2 points in this game. Roisin dusting herself off, but she's actually leaving the free this time to Ruth Millett, the corner forward. It's not an easy one, Paula. It's out near the sideline here. Angle is against her as well a little bit, but that's going to curl in. Oh, it's off the post. That's unlucky.
Oh, unlucky, very unlucky now. And she struck it well actually now and took her time with it, but just very unfortunate with regard to that. And again, Knockananna fast puck out again.
Yeah, they are, and they're trying to get Ava going over the far side. Lovely stick work over there by Ava Harmon. She's going forward with the ball on the hurl. This is a lovely run forward by the substitute. Maynooth looking for travelling violation, doesn't come. Here goes Ciara Byrne, I should say. That's a lovely over the shoulder pass into the forwards, but again the Maynooth backs are coming to terms with the Knockananna forwards. That ball kicked out the back though towards Ava O'Gorman. Lovely hand pass, bypasses everyone. Here goes Laura McGrath. Laura can't get the ball up onto the stick first time. She does it the second attempt. There's a couple of Maynooth players around. Referee is playing an advantage for a hold. She can't catch the ball again. There's no advantage here. It will be a free into Knockananna just shy of the 20-metre line, and this is a chance for, I think, Knockananna's first score of the second half.
It is. This hopefully will be their first score of the second half. But then again, the way things are going, don't be surprised if it goes wide. The way things are going,
well, we won't put the mockers on her now.
No, but it is there's a lot of tension out there. You can see it in the girls.
There is, and you can feel it in the stand here as well.
Like, I mean, there's still only the 2 points in it, so.
Rachel Byrne, team captain, 1 free already to her name in the first half. That's nice and easy for Rachel Byrne. She puts it straight over the black spot, and it extends Maynooth's lead, or Knockananna's lead, I should say, out to a goal. 2-4 to Knockananna, 1-4 to Maynooth, and we have 17 minutes gone here.
And a quick puck out there again by Maynooth, and Knockananna have control of it there at the moment.
This is Shanna Guteline. We had to get her pronunciation of her surname just before the game commenced. Maynooth though, turnover possession away with it. That's a lovely ball down into the forward line towards Ruth Millett it is. I'm looking at the wrong side of the page. Pulled on the ground first time. There's a chance for Aoife Murnane over there. Can she get the ball into her hands? She's trying very hard, but the Knockananna defence are holding firm. They get the ball back themselves. On the far side, it's been lost though by Emily Haddon. Maynooth trying to get it. Murnane going forward with it, but again, it's Roisin Byrne back there, tries to get it. There's a push in the back there, clearly, says the referee, on Laura McGrath over at the far side of the field. We're going to have another substitution. We're just waiting for Phil Cullen, the fourth official, to tell us who that's going to be. And it's the number 28 for, I think it's for Maynooth anyway, Paula. And the number 28 is Ella O'Connor, and she's going to be replacing the number 7, which is Deirdre Millett.
Well, I suppose it shows the level of the physical intensity of the game that they have to make so many. There's a lot of substitutions after going on.
Oh, there's a good ball in as far as Laura McGrath. She peeled off the defender, but the ball just overruns her, goes out onto the side of the field over there. And Brian Deering, the linesman, has his flag up. And it's going to be a line ball out to Maynooth, hit down along the ground towards Roisin forward, turned over back there by Jessie Byrne. Here comes Rachel Byrne, tries to put the ball across, doesn't work out, intercepted by Niamh Cran. Cran tries to get the ball up towards Anne-Marie Howard, but it doesn't work out, and away comes Roisin Byrne trying to get Knockananna on the attack again, but only breaks as far as Roisin forward with a long ball down towards the forwards. Here comes Ruth Millett with the ball in her hand, puts the ball up into the corner forward, race for possession over there. Anya Byrne is first to get to it, good work by the fullback, breaks away from the tackle, gets a lovely pass out here towards Jessie Byrne. Jessie with a lovely sidestep on her left hand side, puts a crossfield ball across here to Ciara Byrne. Byrne going forward with it over the shoulder without even looking, down as far as the corner forward for Knockananna. That is Sarah Byrne. She has a goal and a point to her name already. She couldn't catch the ball into her hand. Referee keeping a close look. She's blowing the whistle and she's going to throw the ball in between two players down on the Maynooth 45 metre line, and there's still nothing being given here as Hannah Davis and Rachel Byrne goes in for that clash. It'll break out here towards Emer O'Sullivan, who is after coming up from the corner back position. There goes Ciara Byrne kicking ahead of herself. She has it in her hand, taking a look at the post. Ciara Byrne putting it in, and Ciara Byrne scoring. Good score for Knockananna without hesitation. Puts it in, puts it over the bar. Knockananna extends her lead.
She's not afraid to take it on and go for her own score, and I suppose that's the difference at the moment, is that Knockananna have the players that are able to pop the ball over the bar. Whereas Maynooth seems to be relying a lot upon Roisin Ford, who is after playing a great game, but they seem to be very much reliant upon her.
They certainly are. Time ticking away. 20 minutes gone here in this second half of this Leinster AIB Junior A Championship final. Free there towards Knockananna out around the 65 metre line, and it will be a free into Knockananna. They currently lead by 4 points, 1-4 to 2-5. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go.
Well, if you're going to have a lead, 4 points is the ideal one, because you're going to have to get the
well, it's a two-score game then anyway.
Yeah. The 2 point lead was worrying me for a while there, because either way anything could happen. A quick goal and everything changes.
Rachel Byrne is putting that one in. It's flicked on back there by Sarah Byrne, only out as far as Ava Harman. Ava turns onto her right hand side, puts a ball in around the square. It's missed. Out comes the goalkeeper, Claire Evans. Evans takes possession, but it's a poor clearance, only out as far as Ciara Byrne, and 2 in a row, Paula. Great score by Ciara Byrne, but it's a poor clearance by the Maynooth goalkeeper, Claire Evans. Give her the opportunity.
Exactly, she just seems to be able to pop it over, and she's got the confidence in herself. And the one thing I like about her is that she's moving as she's striking, whereas a lot of the girls, or some of the girls today, seem to be standing when they receive the ball and they're striking, and are getting caught on the blocks and the hooks.
Well, we waited for the first score for Knockananna in the second half. They now have 3 points in a row, as here goes Roisin Ford for Maynooth. She's going forward with the ball. She's trying to get away from a couple of defenders, kicks the ball forward up as far as Ruth Millett. Is she being held? Referee taking a close look. 2 Knockananna defenders back there on Ruth Millett, not letting her get hold of that ball, as referee now on the scene blows the whistle, and she's going to throw the ball in between a couple of players, because that ball is not going to come out, and it's down on the 20 metre line. But again, Roisin Ford trying her best and getting Maynooth going forward, but Knockananna defence are holding firm, Paula.
Knockananna are playing an extra defender at the moment. They've obviously are playing like a sweeper type, and they're packing their defence, so obviously they're just battening down the hatches now and doing their utmost to keep Maynooth out of the game.
Well, Maynooth are still fighting away for it. 8 minutes plus stoppage to go in this game. Referee Liz Dempsey, again another ruck forming down on the 20 metre line, and there will be a throw ball. Umpires are keeping a close eye on proceedings as well down there.
And at this stage there's only 5 players inside the actual Knockananna forward line.
That's alright, yeah, apart from the goalkeeper. That ball is thrown in. The substitute is fighting away over there. That is the number 18. That's Roisin Howley, who has come into the fray for Maynooth. Referee is keeping a close look. Here goes Roisin Ford. Roisin Ford going forward, trying to do it herself, but again she meets a Knockananna brick wall back there, and I can't see the number on that player, but the referee says that there was a hurl up around the back of the neck, and there will be a free out to Knockananna. And this is Anya Byrne slowing things down. She decides to hand the ball to Emily Haddon. Haddon putting the ball down on the ground, taking her time, having a look around, putting it down this side of the field, down towards Ciara Byrne. Byrne gets a little flick onto the hurl. It doesn't get up onto the stick though, as there's a fight for possession down here in front of us. That's no, is there a free? Yes, there is. Referee has said that there is a free there for a chop down on the number 4. That's Emer O'Sullivan. And Emer O'Sullivan, Paula, is getting forward an awful lot lately from the cornerback position.
She's pushing out well and truly, but what you see is Knockananna, the work rate out of the girls. Like, I mean, they didn't have a right to win that ball. Maynooth had it, but they managed to turn it over.
Ball is put in there by Ciara Byrne, in around the house. Sarah Byrne puts up her hand. Here's a chance. Ball is down around the Maynooth square. Pulled on first time by Rachel Byrne. Good defending though by the Maynooth players. Here's a chance now for Knockananna again. Over the shoulder. Is it over the bar? Yes, it is. Umpires nods at one another to put up the flag. And that is Sarah Byrne with another point. That's a goal and 2 points for the corner forward. And that extends the lead out even further for Knockananna.
As we were saying, that Knockananna are going for the juggler out. They want to put this to bed sooner rather than later.
Ball is pucked out again. Here comes the number 12. That's Aoife Welsh. Takes a look around. It's a good ball put into the space, but it's read back there by Emily Haddon. Haddon going forward. Takes a touch on her left hand side. Gets a lovely pass out here to Roisin Byrne. Byrne first time puts the ball in around the square again towards Emily Mulhall, but it's well worked and well defended back there by Maynooth, but the pass out is not great. And here goes Ciara Byrne fighting along with Rachel Byrne. The two Byrnes getting in one another's way, and Maynooth coming away with it. Hand passed out here to Aoife Welsh. Aoife manages to hold on to possession going forward. She has an advantage now for a free. No advantage coming, and there will be a free to the Maynooth girls on the 65 metre line as Ruth Millet leaves that ball down here for Niamh Hayes. Or it's actually Hannah Davis. It is out in front of us to get the game flowing again. Terrible free though by Hannah Davis. She knows it, and it's returned to his interest down towards the Knockananna corner forward. That is Sarah Byrne down there. She's fighting very hard with it. Maynooth trying to get the ball out. Knockananna trying to get the ball in. There goes Rachel Byrne. Lovely pass over the shoulder, in around the square. Here's a chance for Knockananna. Pulled on first time. Oh, that was a great chance back there for Emily Mulhall. Something similar, Paula, to the first half, but it just goes to the wrong side of the post and wide.
Well, I have to say fair play to Claire Evans. She came out as quick as she could off her line and did cut down the angle for the actual to take the shot in the goal.
That was a chance there for Knockananna to wrap this game up, but again Maynooth are still in it. 1-4 to Maynooth, 2-7 to Knockananna. It's only a 2-score game. There's still time. We have 26 and a half minutes gone here in Clane GAA grounds with this very large crowd, and the crowd coming in for the next game here as well. That is the intermediate final. Maynooth have brought on Sarah Rose as well. Yep, we knew that. That is the number 20. That's out over the sideline at the far side of the field, and we have a substitution down here in front of us now as well for Knockananna, and that is number 16. That is Niamh Byrne, and Niamh is coming onto the field of play, and she's going to be replacing somebody. Word is trying to filter over to the fourth official at the far side of the field. We'll see who it is. It's number 16 for number 12. So Laura McGrath is making way for Niamh Byrne for the last few minutes here. 27 minutes gone on the clock here in Clane. It's still currently Knockananna 2-7, Maynooth 1-4. Can Knockananna do it and become the Leinster Junior Champions for 2022 and go forward into the All-Ireland semi-final? Not a great sideline over the far side of the field. Linesman has his flag up, and there will be a line ball over to Maynooth. Maynooth still with a couple of minutes to go. Aoife Welsh has the ball over there, goes forward with it a small little bit, gains an extra couple of inches. It's not a bad line ball down into the forwards, down towards Roisin Ford, but again it's well defended. Here goes Maynooth going forward, over the shoulder hand pass in towards Hannah Davis. Doesn't work out though, and out comes the cornerback Dervla Byrne with it. Tries to get it out to Jessie Byrne, but the pass goes astray. It's returned over there. That's not a great chance though. It's a bad miss for the Maynooth players, and that is Maynooth's fifth wide of the game, and Knockananna not taking the puck out very quick this time.
And as well as that, but Maynooth are sort of, they're shooting themselves in the foot because they have nobody up in the full forward line. The middle, say the second third of the pitch is completely chock-a-block with players, but there's nobody from Maynooth staying in around the house in order to capitalise on any of these balls.
Kelly Byrne with the puck out around as the midfielders. It's broken back though. Here goes Niamh Hayes for Maynooth going forward. Good pressure being put on back there by Amy Marr. Here goes Knockananna with Emer O'Sullivan trying to clear her lines. Gets it as far as Ciara Byrne down here. Ciara under pressure. Turns onto her left hand side. Puts a crossfield ball across. It's not a great pass, but it might work out towards the Knockananna players. The answer is yes, it will, because there's a free to Knockananna for a chop, and it was Ruth Millett who gave away that free, and Rachel Byrne, team captain, is coming out to take this free. Is she going to drop it in? We'll just have to wait and see. There's another substitution down there. That is number 16 for Maynooth. That is Roisin O'Neill, and Roisin is coming on for 13. As Rachel Byrne steadies herself, gets ready to take this as the clock ticks away. 29 and a half minutes gone here in Clane. There goes Rachel. It's a good ball. It's put in around the square. It's tipped on. Can it be pulled on first time? The answer is yes. It's going forward, in around the house. Good save though back there by Claire Evans. Ball is put out, not gone out over the line yet. Kicked out of the defence. Put back in again though by Knockananna. Maynooth fighting tirelessly to try and get the ball out. Knockananna trying to get the ball back up and get another score. Out comes Maynooth. Referee keeping a close eye on it. Ball is very close to the sideline down there, and there is going to be a free out to Maynooth, just outside the 20 metre line. And it is Hannah Davis who's taking it. It's not a great free though. She hits it the second time, only works out as far as Ciara Byrne. Ciara has a player gone into the space. It comes here as far as Sarah Byrne, that is. Sarah on her left hand side. It's going dangerous, hits off the crossbar. Here's a chance for Knockananna. Kick forward, throws the goal! A goal for Knockananna that will surely win this Leinster title, and it is Emily Mulhall who is down there again, as she was in the first half, to kick that ball. Actually, it is not, it's the substitute. I'm wrong. It's Niamh Byrne that got that goal. So a great substitution. She's only on the field about 90 seconds, puts the ball in and puts it in the goal, and that's surely the game now for Knockananna.
Definitely. It actually feels like Knockananna have about 2 or 3 extra players out there the way they're playing at the moment. And Maynooth are trying really hard, but the passes aren't coming off, taking a bit too much out of the ball, and just don't seem to have an answer to Knockananna. Knockananna
have certainly took their chances well in this game. Ball was batted back by Jessie Byrne. Here goes Maynooth on the charge again through Hannah Davis. Hannah Davis, lovely pass into the forward line, but again it comes here towards the number 9. That is the midfielder. That is Niamh Hayes. Niamh Hayes puts it in. That's a good score there by the midfielder. She gets her name on the scoreboard. We're just waiting to see how much additional time is going to be in it. I didn't see the board go up. We are currently 1 minute over. We'll have to wait and see, but surely it's going to be Knockananna's day here, as that ball is stepped on there by Ciara Byrne. Away comes Knockananna again, tries to put the ball into the space down here towards Ciara Byrne. Sarah tries to get it up onto the stick, flicks it across from herself, tries to get it away into possession and into space so she can get possession up. Rachel Byrne fighting well for it as well. That ball breaks nicely into Rachel Byrne's hand. Byrne puts the ball in towards the substitute Niamh Byrne, who just got a goal there a couple of moments ago. It's well defended though back there by Maynooth, very close to the sideline. Lovely stick work out there by Rachel Byrne. She tries to get it up onto the hull. Away comes Ciara Byrne. Referee is keeping a close eye on possession. Too many steps taken. Emer O'Sullivan hits the ball away, and the referee will bring that ball up an extra couple of metres now for Maynooth. We're waiting to see how much additional time is left. We are currently 32 minutes, 2 minutes over this game, heading for 2.5 minutes, and Knockananna are leading by 3-7 to 1-5, and surely they are going to do the Leinster title here in this AIB Leinster Junior A Club Championship final here in Clane. A great achievement for the club from Wicklow. That ball put forward though by Ruth Millett. It might break here towards Roisin Byrne, but it makes no difference. It's all over. Referee Liz Dempsey has blown the full-time whistle. It is victory for Knockananna. All their players can now go and celebrate. Heartbreak for Maynooth. But Paul, on the balance of power, Knockananna definitely deserve it.
Oh, Knockananna definitely deserve it. I don't think Maynooth tried very hard, but the superior hurlers were the Knockananna team. Even just looking at both of them, you could see that there was more all-round hurlers with Knockananna. Rachel Byrne was in flying form. I thought Emily Hadden had a great game at centre back. She marshalled everybody very well, and actually I think it's the backs that kept him in the game in the first half.
Backs were tenacious, to be fair to them.
Unbelievable! I have to say it. Like, I mean, anything that was conceded in the second half, in the first half they kept in it, and in the second half the forwards just went on fire. They just came alive.
They certainly did. Well, a great victory for Knockananna of Wicklow in this AIB Leinster Junior A Club Championship final. Again, apologies about the streaming at the start. We did have technical difficulties, but hopefully that you have enjoyed the second half here. My thanks to TJ down there on sound and everything else going on in the background in the van. To Morris here on camera doing a fantastic job. Morris is now going to pack up and try and get down to the presentation that's going to take part down in the building itself, up on the balcony away from us where we are here in the stand. But hopefully that you have enjoyed today's proceedings. Knockananna, who are the Junior A Leinster Champions of 2022, well done to them. They go forward into the All-Ireland semi-final. Don't forget, coming up shortly will be the meeting of James Stevens and Michael at 2 o'clock with another stream as well. You'll be able to get the link on there. But for the time being, from myself, Martin Quilty, and from Paula Dowling, we are going to sign off and let Morris go and get the presentation. Bye everyone.